Check. Mic check, check, check. Check. All right. Hi, good morning. Welcome. Good morning. All right, let's take a big breath together. Let's bend the knees. So come on down, come on up. Big breath, stretch at the top. Oh, feels good. Come on down again. And come on up, big breath. Inhale, stretch. Nice. Let it go. I'm gonna move into a split leg stance. Let that knee bend, hips slide forward. Your heel on the back is pressing towards the floor. And the hand with the leg that's on the back, reach that arm up and over. We're gonna take a side bend here. Breathe into that rib that's being opened. And come on up and release it down. I'm gonna straighten both those legs. Put your hands to your hips. Come on down forward, and then we're going to slowly slide down into a split leg stance stretch. All right, bend both those knees. Put your hands to your thighs. Come on up, and we're going to switch to the other side. Stepping out, bend that front knee. Back leg stays elongated, pressing your heel to the floor. Reach your arm up. Side bend over. Stay for a few breaths. Bring your focus and your concentration into that rib cage, expanding it. Nice, and then come on up. And release that arm down, straighten that front leg. And we can start from hands to hips if it feels okay. And then gently slide, 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 slide down. Hands to the floor, to your calves, to the top of your foot, wherever you're at. Nicely done. And bend that front knee. Place your hands to the top of your thighs and come on up, and we're gonna step it together. Step your legs out. We're gonna move into a shoulder stretch. So hands down onto the thighs, come across. And come through center and move to the other side. Good, and come on up. We'll do one more each side. And then come through center and move to the other side. And then come on up and bring your toes forward, and we're going to move into inner thigh stretch. So this one is best if you put your bottom back a little bit and move into the inner thigh. And then come on up through center and go to the other side. Let's do that one more time each side. Sit in your bottom back. Stretching that inner thigh. Maybe you feel it on the back of your knees as well. And inhale yourself up and exhale over to the other side. Take a few breaths. Good. And come on up. And walk those feet together. We're going to move to the mat. So come on to the end of your mat. And let's do a couple of chairs here. We'll do some chair squats here. So sitting back, reaching your arms forward, pull your tummy in, and then come on up. Let's do 2 more. Come on down. Nice long tall posture. Good, and come on up. And 1 more. Here we go. Nicely done. So from here, you can move yourself to the floor, or you can go to the floor however you normally go to the floor. Just a little tuck and lower down. Good. No, you're fine facing this way. That way you can see. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to slowly lower down. We're going to try to lower down, you know, in the manner of a Pilates, or Pilates. So we're controlling our body movements instead of plopping. So you can reach your hands out, or you can grab the backs of your legs. So let's try that first. Let's grab the backs of our legs, tuck your pelvis, slowly lower down. Very good. Extend both your feet and your arms, and take a nice long body stretch. A little nap here would be good. We're gonna slowly bring those arms down, and let's take a knee in and bring the other knee in. Give yourself a big hug and a rock from side to side. All right, and then we're gonna come to stillness and extend one leg out. So we're gonna take the other leg and we're gonna come across and get a nice little twist in the back, warming up the back. And then come through center, and we're gonna switch. So engage that core, hug your knee, and then we're going to take the twist. So twist to the other side. And then come to center. You're going to put that foot to the floor, bend your other leg, bring it in. And we're going to do twists now from this position. So this just twists a little bit different muscles. It's still working with the spine. And come through center with an inhale. And as you exhale, drop your knees in the other direction. So I really like this stretch as opposed to the other twist. I feel it more in my low back, and that's where I typically have the most tension. So this one's great. How about you? You too? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. So Cindy was saying the difference, like anatomically, the other one is IT band and glute, and then this one is more the deep muscles in the low back, the low back tissue. All right, and then inhale, come to center. Let's get one more hug. Perhaps give yourself a little I love you, I'm proud for showing up. And then we're going to do a little rock and roll like you do in yoga, rolling along the length of your spine, and we're going to come up to seated. So grab the backs of your knees, and we're going to rock and roll. So just stay off of your neck and your spine. All right, yeah, your neck spine. Your neck and rolling back and forth a couple of times. And then come on up. Nicely done. So we'll begin with taking the ball and placing it at the small of our back. And you have your weights for your ball, and you have your weights that you can utilize. So I'm going to start without the weights, just warming my abdominals up. She's ready to go. So we're just straight through the center, pulling the tummy in and breathing. Feeling good. And you can add variety. So we can come forward, we can lift, and we can bring our arms out and lift. So no need really for weights here. We can use our own body weight. And out. Good. Good. Let's do one more round here. So here's 1, 2, yep, and there's 3. Nicely done. All right, so for the next one, we're going to work with some twists. And Cindy's a really great example of range of motion for this one. So I step my feet back out, and what we do is we come out and we lift up and tap, right? And so we're tapping that elbow and coming up. Now in Cindy's case, she has a great range of motion, so she can actually reach. That's really stressful in my shoulder, so I do not do it. Your other hand, you can be holding the back of the thigh that you're twisting towards, or if you like a little bit more, you can come up with a weight and do a little bicep curl. Your choice. Just remember, breathe. And Jo, if you're looking at Jo, Jo has weights in both hands. She's super strong. Okay, let's go for 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Wow, feeling those abs heating up. Okay, so I've got my weight in my hand for my bicep curl on this side, and I'm going to reach back, tap, and come on up. Okay, you have 5 more. So here's 5. Yep. 4, 3. There's 2. And 1. Very good. Okay. So adjust that ball. And bow and arrow is like so and up, and like so and up. So we're gonna rotate from side to side and back. And we can add in those weights if it feels okay. Cindy already had them. Purple power! Boop, boop. Okay, we've got 5 more each side. Here's 3. And 2. Last one. Very good. Yeah. Take it up out of there. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to take the ball out of there. I'm going to set it to the side. And we're going to come on to our sides here. So this is similar to a gate pose. Oh, we got a lizard or a gecko. He says, look, it's nice and cool in here. Little critter running around. And even though they're little lizards, when I first see them, typically they scare me. All right, just because they're reptilian. All right, so we're gonna take our hands and come on down and look at the structure. So you want everything to be in alignment, and we're going to work from here. So you're gonna take your foot back behind you, and we're going to describe the shape of a A. So you're going to come up and tap forward, up and tap back. If you want to increase the intensity, you can bring your arm up. So now we've got some balance challenge. And now we're going to lift that leg up and give it little pulses. And can you go to circle? And reverse. Good, and then we're gonna come on down and sit back and hear everybody go, oh! All right, and come on up. Why, yes, we do. I think it's part of the sickness of being a physical instructor, is you think of ways in which you can move people's bodies, right? In creative and challenging ways. Okay, so the foot goes back behind us, and we're gonna lift up and tap forward, and lift up and tap back. And you can feel those different muscles along your hips and your glutes really kicking in. One more, forward and back. Okay, now we're gonna lift and lift little pulse. Now we're gonna go to circle. And reverse. Good, and we're gonna bring it in and sit back because I know those hips are on fire. Fire, fire, fire. You're gonna come up onto all fours. And we're going to work with this leg first. And this is a rainbow. And I think this was first brought about by Fonda. So here we have our leg to our side, and we're going to lift up, and we're going to bring it across. So bring it over, and bring it across. Good, and bring it on in, and we're going to switch it out. So you're going to start with the leg, and bring it up and across. Last one. Good. And come on in. All right. So we are going to go onto our sides now. And we're going to work the inner thigh. So we work the outer thigh, the top of the glute. So we're moving to the inner thigh. And let's work on this side first. I'm sorry for flipping us around. But we're going to go into the under part of the leg. So we're bringing the top leg up and in. You can flip your palm if that helps with comfort. You can even put that ball underneath there, I think, to give you some support. Just avoid this, where you're collapsing down and your neck is getting real close to your shoulder. Keep it open here. All right, here we go. Lift. And imagine that you're trying to draw on the wall across from you. You got a marker. Make it a Sharpie. What? A Sharpie on the wall. Yeah. So you get more creative and more obnoxious as you age, right? And think of really extending that leg out of the hip socket, across the room, drawing on the wall. Okay, now let's draw some circles. Yep. All right, and now we're gonna reverse, draw circles in the opposite direction. All right, now we're gonna try to draw some squares. So you're gonna go back, lift, forward, down, back, lift, forward, down. And one more in this direction, and then we're gonna change directions, of course, right? All right, now we're gonna go up, back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward. You have two more. Breathe and smile. It's over shortly. All right. Okay. Yeah, okay. So let's go to the other side. We're bringing that leg on top or forward. So you see we all have different body shapes. So things are more comfortable in our bodies a certain way, right? 2, 3, just lifting that foot, drawing up and down. Is it? You're on your right, right? Working your right. Okay, now we're gonna try circles. Drawing on the wall. on, switch directions. Yep. Uh-oh. Sometimes when you talk about cramps, they move around your community. All right, here we go. Box, forward, lift, back, down. So you got them in your inner thigh. Forward, lift, back, down. Yes. So the interesting thing about inner thigh cramps is moving does not help them. All right, now we're going to go up, forward, down, and back. We need to have a bell specific for cramps, like I'm in a cramp, help. And one more. Up, forward, down, back. Oh, good job. And come on up. Did that help? Good. So, all right, so bringing your hands out, we're gonna come down, and we're not gonna go all the way down, and now we're gonna stay in that stress zone here, and you're gonna lift. Can you lift one foot? And you know it's coming. We're going to have another switch. Good. Now set that one down and lift and hold it there. Okay, now challenge both and just hold. No rocking up and down. Yep. We're waiting. Yep, California shakes, baby. Okay, set it down. And we're gonna open those knees. Feet are gonna come together and come forward and release those hip flexors. Come on up. You're going to close that book, and we're going to, I don't know, I'm at 10:29, so you want me to keep going or you want me to switch out? Okay, so we're going to take a moment, take a drink of water. We're going to switch out. Okay, plus, volume on, good to go. Okay, yay! All right, we're gonna do some side work over the ball. Here we go. Extend that body all the way out. Get that ball in a balanced, somewhat centered position. Your bottom hand is there for support, not to push you up. Here we go. Now lay over the ball just for a moment or two here. Take a nice big breath in. You can feel here if you're balanced or not, which I'm not. Okay, And we're gonna do side crunch. So we're gonna blow out, extend, do 10 of these. That ball's trying to buck me off. Let's do 5 more. It's all right. It's just that balance. 2 more. After this one, you can add the challenge. So you can take both hands and arms overhead off the ground if you'd like. Let's do 5. You can use your feet like little kickstands, kind of spread them out. Let's do 2 more. And lay over that ball for just a moment. You got it. Okay, from there, we're gonna do knee raises, lion knee raises, putting that ball in between your thighs. You can hold a weight. You can do a bicep or a tricep as you squeeze the ball and do that crunch, blow out. I'm gonna hold my arm straight out and get some arm strengthening that way. Crunch it, engage those abdominals as you blow out. When you blow out, try to do that crunch. Lower abdominals are contracting and forcefully blowing out. Let's do 5 more. 3, 1. Hold it here, squeeze the ball, crunch, 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 and release it. Let's go over onto the other side, do the same series of movements. Find that balance over the ball. Bottom hand is there for support, not to push you up. You want your side, doing that side crunch, you want these muscles contracting. So lay over the ball for a moment or 2. Fully extend. Get ready, here we go. We're gonna do 10 with the support of the bottom hand and arm. And crunch. Contract your abdominals, especially the low abdominals. Let's do 5 more. 2 more. 1. Okay, here for the balance challenge here, the bonus round, 5 with your arms overhead, up off the ground. Get those feet spread out a bit for balance. 1 more. All right, get that ball out of there. We're gonna do the knee raises, abdominal crunch. I'm gonna hold my arm straight out, squeeze the ball as you blow out, contracting those abdominals, raising those knees. Five more. Squeeze that ball, 2 more. Now this one, hold it, squeeze the ball, crunch, engage those abdominals, and release. Perfect. From there, we're gonna go up on the ball. Once again, find that balance. Okay, if you're balanced on that ball, legs straight up, toes pointed up towards the ceiling. See if you can push your legs and
Bring your feet up and do a little bump. Kind of pop up and reach for the ceiling with those feet. Your arms are working to help push. Just a couple more. There you go. Give those knees and those legs a hug. Do a little mini side to side rocking on that ball. Take a breath in and out. Right here, circle those feet around. Taking a little break. Reverse, circle the feet around the other direction. And then point and flex those toes and those feet. Out and down, back towards you. Perfect. All right, from there, send those arms out to either side of your body there, and we're gonna do the scissor. So dropping one leg down, bringing it back up, and dropping the other leg down. One leg remains up, long, reaching towards the ceiling as the other leg drops down and raises back up, engaging those abdominals. And breathe. Slow, controlled movements. You don't want to move through it too quickly. Engage those abs. Let's do 2 more each leg. One more. Last time on that other side. You got it. From there, drop both legs down, legs outstretched, and bend the knees, bring them up towards your chest, send the legs up towards the ceiling, the feet, send them out, down, up, and around. That's it. And see how low you can get those feet close to the mat. Maybe just lightly brush the top of the mat with your toes, or not. We're gonna do 3 more in this direction. Nice tight abdominals. Make sure that ball is right below the sacrum, so it's not in your low back. One more this direction. We're gonna stop, reverse, and send them out in the opposite direction. Here we go. Let's do 4 more. Two. One more. Give those knees a hug. From here, we're going to move right on into the bicycle. So keep one leg bent and send the other out straight. Bicycle it out. Pause for a moment and alternate. Let's do 2 more each leg. One more. Bend the knees. Now let's bicycle in the opposite direction just for a few. So send the leg out and pedal backwards. You got it. Okay, bring those knees in, give them a hug. Take a big breath in and out. Sending those feet up toward the ceiling once again. Do those leg circles. Send those legs and those feet out and around to the sides, back towards center. Double leg circles. those abdominals engaged. The size of the circles with your legs, up to you. Make sure it's not hurting your low back. That ball has to be just below the low back, just above your glutes. Here we're gonna reverse and go the opposite direction. There it is. Straight legs. Modified would be bent legs. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. You got it. All right. We're gonna come up off that ball. Just pop up off of there. And then we're gonna put that ball in between the thighs and there. Keep your feet on the ground, knees bent. And here we're gonna do some bridging. So just gentle pressure on that ball. We don't wanna overwork those inner thighs, right, Deborah? Okay, raise the pelvis up towards the ceiling. Now we're working those glutes a little bit. Get a nice lengthy stretch across the tops of the quadriceps. You got it. Push those knees away from you to lengthen your thighs, the tops of your thighs. Now lower it down slowly. That's it. Okay, we're gonna do that 3 more times. Raise the hips up towards the ceiling, engage your glutes, and slowly lower it down. Just enough pressure on the ball to keep it from popping out of there. Here we go. Number 3, raising the hips up, extension, and lower it down. 1 more. This is it. Perfect. Keep the ball there. Let's drop the knees over to one side with the ball in between the thighs. Let's breathe here. Let your side lengthen and release. And now bring those knees up and over to the opposite side, keeping those feet together. 1 more time each side. Here we go. Up and over 1 more time on the other side. That's it. So here we're gonna do, with the knees bent, keep the ball there. Let the lower legs kind of follow the knees. Do a circle in the air with your knees. Drawing a circle with your knees up and around. An oval, ovals work. Now feel your abdominals engaging. Keep them tight. There you go. Now reverse, opposite direction. You got it. Now you find your abdominals have to engage more if you bring your knees up higher, closer to your chest, and maybe out farther away from you, making a bigger oval. All right, put the ball in between the feet. We're gonna do that same movement, but this time the legs are straight, feet up towards the ceiling. And here we go, drawing a circle on the ceiling with the feet and the ball. Engage those abdominals. Make those abs work and pull those legs up and around. A couple more in this direction. Breathe with it. Now reverse. Circle, opposite direction. What color is your Sharpie making a circle on the ceiling? Purple. Mine's red. Joe? Perfect. Let's do 2 more in this direction. You got it. 1 more. Woo! Okay, from there, keep the legs there. You can, this is the TikTok, so you can drop the ball between the knees, bend the knees, keep your legs out stretched. It's up to you. So we're gonna tick-tock one side. You don't have to go all the way down to the floor. To the other side. Bend the knees for a modification. If it hurts that low back, abort mission. Right? Don't mess up the low back. So I'm going to do one more each side. Well, I guess I'm going to switch now. I'm going to bend my knees here and do the modified version. The knees go over from one side to the other. One more time each side. Last time, other side. All right, bring it back to center. Full body stretch here. You got it. Now I'm going to pretend that I have my ball. You can do it with or without the ball. Put that ball between your hands. Here we're going to raise it up, point it down towards the feet, fully extend. Now raise up and go off to one side and raise up, back to center, blow out. Now off to the other side. You got it. Center. Full extension. Other side. Blow out. Full extension, center. This is the last time. Other side. You got this. Hug those knees. Let that low back release. Do a little side to side rock and roll. Well, this is more like a happy baby. So I'm gonna grab behind my knees, let the hips open a little bit. Maybe you want to grab the ankles, do the same thing. You can grab the feet. All right, hug it out, hug those knees and breathe. Let that low back release. Okay, grab behind the knees. Now this is the rock and roll. Just a little bit. Give that spine a rock and roll massage. Couple more. Last one. Come up on your bottoms. Woo, we got this. Flip over. Time to move on to our back work. Okay, full body stretch here. We're not going to use the ball since mine ran away. We don't need it. And breathe. Here we're going to extend the right arm and hand and the left leg and foot. Reach in opposite direction. It's not necessarily how high you raise the arm and the leg, but how far you extend in opposite directions. Now let's switch it out. Left arm, right leg. Stretch it. Try to put your neck in neutral. Other side, here we go. Let's do a few. Full extension. Other side. Looking down at your mat. Keep going, alternating, extending. That's it. Maybe two more each side. One more each side. Okay, from here, rest your chin, your head on your hands, and we're gonna do the flutter kicks. Out behind, get the glutes, the hamstrings, and breathe. Okay, relax, breathe. One more time, flutter kick. Raise those legs up and down. And relax. Okay, put your arms under you, resting on your elbows here. Look straight out in front of you. Let that back kind of relax. And breathe. Okay, let's pull our chest up and away just for a bit. There you go. Now come up a little higher if that's all right on you. and push it up and back into a child's pose. Releasing that back. Breathe. Relax the forehead down towards the floor. Coming up into a tabletop. We'll do the arm and leg extension. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Balance and reach. You're looking down at the floor. Try to keep the neck in neutral. Now, switch it out. Balance, reach, give it a moment. Work on it. Reaching, lengthening, diagonal across the body. Switch it out. Tighten your abdominals here. Hold them in. Look down at the floor. Switch it out. Tabletop. Round it out. Cat. And dropping it down. Cow. Chest up and forward. Away from the hips. Round it out. Cat. And back down into cow. Here we go. Child's pose. Here we're going to take it down to the mat one more time. We're going to do some upper back work. Send those arms out into a gold post position on either side of your body. And raise and lower the arms while the elbows are bent. Work across that upper back, the rhomboid muscles in between the shoulder blades. Looking down, try to keep that neck once again in neutral so you're not kinking it back. Let's do 2 more. Really feel those muscles contracting. Bring those shoulder blades close together and release. Relax. Bring those hands down at your sides, palms up, facing the ceiling. Your nose can be barely above your mat. Now moving into that Superman position. So raise the arms, palms up towards the ceiling, looking out and away, and lower it. Let's do a few more. Here we go. That's it. And breathe. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Perfect. All right, come up onto those forearms one more time. Relax here. Maybe tilt your forehead down and forward, chin down into the chest. Let the neck release. And then push back up into a child's pose. Stretch it out, relax into it. And breathe. Perfect. Slowly make your way up onto your feet. Here we go. Side stretch. Other side, slow and easy, no rush here. One more time each side. Other side. And breathe. You got it. We're gonna maybe widen your stance a little bit more. Stretch the inside of the leg that's extending outwards. Breathe through the stretch. Up to center. and over to the other side. Nice and easy, don't take it too far. Back to center. One more time each side, here we go. And center, other side. Perfect. All right, bring it to center. We're gonna reach up, move into a star position. You're a big, bright star here, reaching those hands and those arms in opposite directions, the feet and the legs. Now reach down and across towards one foot, touching the inside of the ankle or the inside of the foot. Bring it back up towards center, nice and easy. Other side. Take your time. Here we go, up we go. One more time each side. Back to center. Last time, other side. And bring it back. Bend those knees. Put your hands above the knees. We're gonna do that yummy shoulder stretch down and across. Shoulder down towards one knee. Bring it to center and switch it over to the other side. Breathe through it. Bring it back to center. Let's do one more each side. Perfect, get your balance. Back to center. Last time, other side. Perfect. Bring those feet together. Send one leg out. One leg straight behind you. The front leg, bend it. Nice stretch. Let's get that hip flexor stretch going. Same arm, back leg, up and over. Nice and easy. Back to center. Bring that arm down. Split leg stance, flat back, lengthen your spine. And then rise up. Bring that back leg in just a bit. Raise the toes in front. Straighten that forward leg and stretch. Here we go, rise up, full body stretch. Reach to the ceiling, add a back bend if you'd like. Bring it down, switch the legs out. Other leg goes back, straight leg. Forward leg, sink down into that lunge as you bend your knee. The back leg, same side arm, comes up. Bend it over, get your balance. Bring it back to center, bring that arm down. Both legs straight, flat back, hinge forward. Breathe. Keep smiling. Rise up. Bring that back leg forward just a bit as you raise the toe in front, straightening that front leg. Hinge forward and get a nice long stretch on that leg. Rising up into that full body stretch. Reach up to the ceiling, add a back bend as an option. Bring it down. Bring those feet about hip distance apart, and we're going to take 2 big breaths in. Breathe it out. One more, breathe it in, and breathe it out. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us. Joe, thank you. Deborah, all right, 11:15 yoga with Deborah. We still miss you, Tim.